Well, news reports suggest that the Finance Ministry is revamping the fertilizer subsidy system. Is that correct? Could you tell us what are the discussions as of now?
I am not privy to the deliberations held in the Finance Ministry, so I will not be able to comment on that.
Well, Mr. Raul, what is your own experience with the way subsidy has been dispensed? I mean, after all, we have the NPS, the nutrient-based subsidy system. Are you satisfied with the working? Do you think any tweaking is needed?
The way the present subsidy administration is going on, a lot to be desired to be improved. For example, we call it a direct benefit transfer to the beneficiaries, but it is a quasi or a hybrid kind of a DBT. Unlike the direct benefit transfer in case of LPG or similar kind of direct benefit transfers, in case of fertilizers, we pay the subsidy to the fertilizer companies instead of the direct consumers, that is the farmers. The farmers, of course, purchase fertilizer by authentication, biometric authentication, and of course, based on that, the fertilizer companies submit their claims.
Yes.
And we paid the fertilizer companies. So it is a quasi DBT system, but it has its own kind of benefits, and also it has some demerits also.
Well, yeah. So, what is the most immediate improvement that your ministry is wanting?
See, in the present DBT regime, there is no one-to-one relationship between the recipient of the benefit and the consumption.
Yes.
So we are trying to devise a method without disrupting the present system, which is working quite well, how to ensure that the beneficiaries directly get the benefit, and also it has some kind of relationship with the requirement for consumption in the fields. Presently, anybody can go to the dealer and he can put his biometric authentication and purchase as much fertilizer as much he wants. So that is not, that was initially that was a good system, because we this present system has established a robust digital network till the rural area. 2.26 lakh retailers now have been connected with the system. Their capacity has been built to operate this system. They are now techno savvy. The POS machines are there. So we have established a digitized, robust system. Now there is an opportunity to take it further.
So you would want what? Land records of those who are, claiming the subsidy. What is the next step that you are looking to do?
There are various methodologies being discussed, and we are also looking into the international experience. For example, in Nigeria, they have e-coupons, and in other countries they have e-vouchers, or they have paper vouchers also. And in some countries it is based on the crops they cultivate. In some countries it is the land ownership. In other countries it is like the Indian system. So we are studying the efficacy of all these alternative systems, and once we are convinced that any particular system which will be conducive to our milieu and our farmers, then we'll adopt it.
Okay, so can anything come as early as this budget?
Very difficult to say about it, because many steps have to be covered before actually things happen in the field.
Okay, will at least urea be decontrolled?
See, the direct cash transfer or DBT may have some repercussion. Ideally, if the urea sector is brought under this nutrient-based subsidy, which means it is decontrolled, then it is easier to administer direct cash transfer to the farmers. But without that also, we can have a direct cash transfer to the farmers. We have studied the system, and it is possible to do so.
But is urea coming under a nutrient-based system anytime soon? Maybe this budget itself, no?
That is difficult to say, because I am not privy to these kind of discussions and what is coming.